Hello YouTube, this is Chris doing another video. Haven't done one of these in a while, but there hasn't been a lot of new content in a while, so let's get on it. Yeah, it's one of the classic videos that we used to do on the channel all the time. I guess, pack preview. So, yeah, the next booster is called Galactic Overlord, for those who do not know already. And, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the new cards and some of the ones that caught my interest. So first, I'm going to do the headliners, just the ones that are Ultra, Ultimate, Super, you know what I mean? First one is this pack's namesake, which is Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. So, basically, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, if you guys also have to know, has some, like, kind of beast artwork. You should definitely check it out. Like I said, I will have the links, well, I always have the links, underneath the video. But, yeah, just remember to subscribe, remember to comment, and, give your feedback. So, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, 8-star, or rank 8 Dragon Exceed. And its effect says that it requires 3 level 8 monsters. When this card is Exceed summoned using Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as Exceed material, negate the effects of all other face-up cards in the field. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card to detach all Exceed materials from monsters your opponent controls. This turn, this card gains 500 attack for each Exceed material detached. And during this turn's battle phase, this card can attack equal to the number of Exceed materials detached by this effect. So basically, this card is dumb. Like, this card is dumb. And it's just really hard to get out. Now the issue is like that to get its maximum effect, you have to put up Galaxy Eyes, or you have to put up Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as one of its overlays. And this sounds like a pain in the butt, but the new hieroglyph dragons, or Holy Mark, those work really well with getting this card out. And because their bone boss monster requires the use of three. It basically requires the use of 3 cards, though level 8. And so the only difference is having one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon there. So yeah, let's move on to the other cards. I usually put them, from my opinion, worst to best, but I mean, this is up for dispute since Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just not like a black and white thing. I mean, some cards are always clearly better than other cards, but you never know. First one's Inzektor Exa-Stag. This one, I dare say, is poopier than Exa-Beetle. Like, I mean, I like the Inzektor deck. I'm playing it right now, but Exa-Beetle, Exa-Stag, kind of meh. It's a rank 5, which is another obscure number for Inzektors, and it just says 2 level 5 Insight type monsters. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card to target 1 monster your opponent controls, or in your opponent's graveyard. Equip it to this card. And this card gains attack and defense equal to half the equipped card's attack and defense properly. It's 800 attack, 800 defense. It's just kind of like a waste of resources. So I'll move on. Photon Butterfly Assassin. Rank 4. So another rank 4 for all you enthusiasts about rank 4. 21 attack, 18 defense. 2 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card to change 1 defense position monster your opponent controls into face-up attack position, and decrease its attack by 600. Basically a weakened Black Rose, but you don't have to minus your graveyard. But I mean, that wasn't really a problem, seeing as that the card you removed is usually something you'd love AR back, or something that was already used its effectiveness, like Spore Global. Next, number 25, Fullmetal Photoglide-Focus Force. Yeah, it's a rank 6, and it's a machine, light. And its effect says that once per turn, during either player's turn, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card, target 1 level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls. Its effect is negated till the end of the turn. I can see how that would somehow save, like some decks, but lots of the decks are exceeding nowadays, and so that's kind of like meh. Photon Streak Bouncer, I think, is a directly better upgrade of the other card. It's Warrior, rank 6, 27 attack, 2000 defense, so it's already got ball and stat. 2 level 6 monsters. Once per turn, when a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card, negate that effect, and inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. So, like Effect Failure, but it also deals 1000 damage. It has 2 shots, and you can go into this with Fall Trolls. I mean, most of the time, like, if you're playing X Sabers, you wouldn't really need, but that's pretty much the first thing I got to my head, because X Sabers put out lots of 6 stars. But yeah, this card has actually a decent effect. Next one would be the Hieroglyph Dragon, Enid. This is their boss monster at the moment. Rank 8 Light Dragon, 3000 attack, 2400 defense. And basically, let me refresh this real quick because there's an ad in the way. My bad, YouTube. So basically what this card says is that it says right here, 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card to tribute any number of monsters you control in your hand, or let's call it in your hand. Um, yeah, so a number you destroy a number of cards that your opponent controls equal to the same number of monsters you tributed. Now, one thing though that this card says is that once per turn you can attach an XT material to tribute any number of monsters you control or in your hand. All the hieroglyph dragons, or holy mark, if it translates the same way, says that when they're tributed, it says they can be tributed from the hand, like, you know, like if you ever played back when there were rituals, or if you ever played rituals, it's considered tributing. This card will proc their effects from the hand, and so that is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's this is one of their boss monsters, and it makes stupid mad plays. To me, arguably the best headliner in the deck right now, or in the pack, is number 32, Marine Biting Dragon Shark Drake. And is a rank 4 Water Sea Serpent Exceed, 28 attack, 21 defense, and it takes 3 level 4 monsters. That sounds like a big kind of whew, but it says once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster or battle sent to the graveyard, you can attach one Exceed material from this card to special summon that destroyed monster from the graveyard to your opponent's side of the field with its attack reduced by 1,000, and have this card battle it once again. So I mean, let's say you swing over, you dunk over a tour guide, right? I mean, that happens. People tour guide into saying in sometimes that they need the search, and they might not go into these inmains because they want to just get the search off. Well, with this one, you punish that. You swing on that tour guide, you deal 18 damage, you activate its effect, special summon the tour guide again, and swing it over for 28. So they just took 38 in one turn. That's substantial. That's half your life points. Now, the 3 level 4s may seem like a big amount, but for all you people that have been hanging on to Ultimate Offering gadgets, this card doesn't have a attribute or type restriction. So you could technically put out, if they don't have the Availer, or if they don't have the back row to stop you, you can put out 3 of these in one turn and just go nuts. So that's pretty much that. I think that might be OTK status. It's kind of stacky like that. Now here are a couple cards that caught my attention. The first one is Tasuke Knight. Or what? Tasuke Knight. There we go. When a monster declares an attack, if this card is in your graveyard and you have no cards in hand, you can special summon this card from the graveyard and in the battle phase. Each player can only use this effect of Tasuke Knight once per duel. Level 4, 17 attack, light warrior, 100 defense. Basically, like a graveyard battle fader. The downsides is, of course, I'm pretty sure it can be DD crowed, you know what I mean? It's another Trishula target. It's not exactly a foolproof plan, and there's no surprise in it. It's a Gagaga Gardna. But the thing is, it is a light 1700 beater, so I bet it can fit into decks like Gemini Beat Well. It's a light target for Shining. It can come straight out of your graveyard and poop, and just kind of end that. I think it's kind of a little neat card. Next one is Gagaga Gardna, which is taking its sweet time. I don't know what the deal with that is. I'm gonna move on. This one is also the same. Give me one moment. Okay, yeah, back on target. Gagaga Gardna. This card says that can I zoom in on that for you? This card says that sorry, I don't know why I didn't zoom in before on the other ones. That when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can discard 1 card. This card cannot be destroyed by that battle. So, it's a major minus on hand control. But if you have stuff that needs to be in the graveyard, level leaders, Necrogarden, and stuff like that, this can just like be another discard engine. As well as the fact that it's also showing that they're trying to further the Gagaga archetype. So we can only see what that turns into later on. Next one is Overlay Eater. Overlay Eater says that during your main phase, you can banish this card in your graveyard to attach 1 Exceed material from an Exceed monster your opponent controls to an Exceed material you control. Now that's kind of odd, it's a little awkward, but since it happens from the grave, the only thing that can really stop it is Dulka or Divine Wrath. And so you can use some pretty silly shenanigans. You could have a Leviathan on the field, or you can have a Levair on the field, or just some random Exceed monster. A Zinmains, for instance. And they could have a Logia, and you can be like, whoa, what? Like, I mean, what am I going to do? Overlay Eater would render it useless. You, per se, use Overlay Eater, you remove it, Logia can no longer use its effect because it needs 2, and your Zinmains has 3 negates. So, that's just kind of one thing I was thinking. The last card is very interesting to me because it gives, like, the game something you don't see a lot nowadays, and that is Draw. Card D is a very weird thing. First of all, it's like a weird like Cadillac like car thingy, but it's all flat. It's like card. So basically, it's a machine. It's an Earth machine, in level 2. And it basically says that this card cannot be special summoned, of course, because what's called limit reverse or stuff like that would just be so stupid with it. But during the main phase 1, when this card is normal summoned, you contribute this card, draw 2 cards, and skip up to the end phase. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect. So yes, you skip to your end phase, but we've all had those turns where you draw, you look at your field, and you're like, I'd rather pass this. And this card is actually pretty stupid because of the fact that you will look at the field and be like, well, I've got my Solemn Warning, my Solemn set, I've got my Sanguine face down, I've got my Effect Veiler in hand, I've got my Maxi in hand. There's no reason why I'd want to like give him more fuel for his Dark Hole or give him a better reason to heavy me. So I'm just gonna summon card D. And if they want to Solemn Warning it, that's 2,000 life points. If they want to Solemn it, that's like half their life points. But the effect failure won't work because it'll tribute itself, and that pretty much means I get 2 draws. It's an excellent forcer. You force them to have to use their negation if they want to stop it. Otherwise, you are drawing 2 cards and passing. We've all read feature matches. Some of us have been in feature matches. Some of us have just been in those really tight tournament scenes where, yeah, you got to pass. And this card, I think, is excellent for that. So, yeah, I'm going to have all the links, like, in the bottom. Remember to comment, like, subscribe. I'm going to have the subscribe button over here. We need subscribers. Please help us. We're trying to get on the YouTube scene. And, yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I'm going to have more coming up. Peace out, YouTube. Oh, yeah, and then also, like always, I'm going to have the further look into archetypes, because we got the crappy Inzektor support. We have this kind of weird machine thing, and we've got Hieroglyph Dragons, which I got to go into extensive detail about. So, yeah, signing out. Peace.